Hello everyone, it's CM Kösemeno-san again. We're back with part 2 of how to reconstruct dinosaurs with a sort of quasi-manga-like technique, okay? In part 1, we had received this skeletal drawing and kind of modified it a little, so as they say in Fast and Furious, it's not enough to own the car, man. You gotta modify it. And just like that, it's not really kosher to trace somebody's skeletal drawing. You kind of have to modify it a little, pose it, use it, actively use information to generate other information. Okay, this is part 2. In part 2 we're gonna be drawing around this basically, and I'm just using the world's oldest tablet. I'll just show it to you. Okay, this is me. Hi. And this is my mic, and this is my trusty Wacom Tablet here. I bought it in 2003. Can you believe it? It's been worn with time. It's a model, just read it for yourself, ET0405AU, and I've used this all my life. I haven't gotten around to any of those fancy Procreate or something. Anyways, let's go back to work. Quit. Okay. Now the fun part begins, because we're going to be drawing. And of course, drawing is a learned skill. I mean, everybody has a degree to which he or she or they can draw. But anyways, for my part, and following this manga aesthetic, I don't use any of those fancy brushes, They're for simps. Okay, respect if you use them, but more often than not, they're just a money-making scam, and they destroy any kind of unique talent a person has with drawing. So I just use the trusted pencil tool, I set it to, let's say, 3. 3 has been my thing. And this is our layer for the skeletal drawing. I open a new layer 3. Okay, I reduce the opacity of my layer 2, so it kind of becomes ghostly, and I open the background so it's clear what I'm drawing. And let's select layer 3, our drawing layer. I don't name my layers. In fact, I don't use many layers. I hate layers. Like, has anyone really gone back in 5 years to this artwork with 90 layers and modified something? No, it's just, you just draw it, you flatten it, you go all out. That's my thing. Okay, I use a bright red color for drawing, although we will change it. Okay, and oh no, our image mode is okay, don't flatten. Okay, now it's colorful. Cool. It's a size 3, so we just draw now, and that's the best thing. Okay, the eye is slightly smaller than the sclerotic ring, so maybe like this. I always begin with the eye, and then just draw, man. This is the ear opening. Of course, these things, you need a little bit of paleontological knowledge to get the best results, but practice makes perfect. And all these dinosaurs had fleshy lips. Even Komodo dragons have them, so I'm just gonna draw him with, like this. You see, when the mouth is shut, there's a bit more shadow under the lip, so I'm drawing it extra thick. Okay, and this is the jawline here, but I always do this trick, kind of like this beard-like texture, to show that there's some meat under here. And let's give also this guy some sort of dewlap. My eraser is always set to pencil. That's a mistake. If you erase this with brush, your line is all shitty like this. You gotta erase them like a true ball buster. Pencil mode. I find that the more raw you use something, the less frills it has, the more authentic the art looks when you do it digitally. Okay, so let's draw a sack. You see, it's already kind of taking shape. Okay, let's draw the snout. I mean, maybe it had some bumps and rugosities here. Just like that, yeah. It's a very common trope to draw the skeleton like this and something like this and draw the nostril, but no animal in life looks like this, so I just undo them. It has to be smooth. Okay. Keep on drawing. Keep on drawing. Okay, so nostril placement, it's always hairy. It's a tricky situation. I always place this at the end of the nostril hole. Yeah, something like this. Maybe not even that big. Okay, number 3. Okay, something like this is cool. You get the idea. And because it's the lips, maybe set it to... Oh wait, let's do the tree first. Okay, I guess these things had some sort of feathery covering, so you don't have to draw everything like this. Although it looks cool, who cares? Just go... That's how hair really looks. It looks... It doesn't look... Especially if you're looking at a large animal from a distance, all you need is just... I mean, you gotta get the contours right, you know? And notice I'm giving it a bit more slack over the bones, because if you studied x-rays of any animal, you know, even the skinniest reptile has a lot of flesh over the bones. Okay, go down. I know. Undo. This is very meditative. How has the lockdown been treating you, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're alright. I hope if you're vaccinated, let me know. In our country, vaccination programs aren't really going well. There's still a lot of risk out there. I'm in my 30s and even I'm scared. So if you go outside at any point, it feels like this. Let's gamble like crazy! Dancing with death! But anyways, so I don't go out unless it's for absolutely necessary tasks. And just sit indoors and draw. Okay, let's draw this. This is the lower edge of the leg. Dinosaurs were extremely muscular, so I'm giving this even more beef. Okay. I don't like it. I don't like this line quality, so we gotta zoom in. Okay. Erase the bad parts. And also... Very nice. You see, you draw like this. But when you're drawing some actual animal, you just lay down the contour and then thicken out the certain working edges. And this is a trick with drawing in general, that the bending parts or certain lower parts of any detail appear darker. So I draw them with extra thickness. This foot, was it on the other side? Okay. So with feet, it's actually very simple. You draw the claws first. I draw my claws a bit blunter. These guys ran on the ground, you know. So, and just give it a bit more flesh and heels. This thing, I don't know. Was it inside or outside? I think it's inner toe, so I'll just leave it that way. Okay. Then I do a whole other paths, because feet appear darker and more rugged on their bottom edges. That's where the shadow lies, you know. I'm burping, farting, watching anime, drawing dinosaurs. This is what the pandemic has reduced us to. But I mean, knock on wood, could have been worse. Okay, so now you see it's really taking shape. Let's. Okay, what kind of pupil do you think this had? Most people give them cat eyes to make them look more ferocious, but I'll just give this a more birdy. And then okay, no. Again, select the red color. I'm trying to really speed run this thing for you. I don't want it to get boring. Okay, 2. For that little manga touch, the little bit of glow on the pupil. Okay, and now it looks cute and friendly. Maybe erase this. The eyes really make a difference. Okay, so these animals had a big jaw muscle that ran like this, basically. So that obviously created a bulge in the anatomy. So we're gonna draw that. That's the ear. Maybe I should have moved it back a bit, but here's the jaw muscle. Very nice. Where's the ear? Yeah, it's just on the edge of the jaw muscle, I guess. Okay. Take a bit of herbal tea. Okay, let's finish the neck. You see, I played around with it, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, most skeletal reconstructions give this kind of chest-like thing here. But if you look at bird anatomy, this part is actually pretty smooth. So I'm not gonna do this, but I'm gonna do this, because that's how large lumps of flesh act on an animal, basically. Okay, just alrighty. Now let's do the arms. Okay, I'm giving it a bit more flesh and muscle, as you can see. Did you know that theropods sustained horrible arm injuries? Like, there was a Dilophosaurus fossil, and its arm was like broken in 8 places at once, and the authors who described this fossil said that the animal must have lived a life of horrible pain. And I think they bit each other's arms off a lot. You know, these are pugnacious and territorial animals, and because of that, maybe that was a driving force in smaller arms we see in tyrannosaurs, and also in those weird abelisaurs. If you don't know what I'm talking about, these are groups of dinosaurs. Okay, so I'm drawing the fingernails and arms. You see, I don't need to follow the outline exactly, you know. And of course, another thing, something this sharp doesn't stay sharp in nature, so I always blunt them a little. We still don't know what they use these claws for. Maybe it was for digging. This is enough. That's also another mistake many artists make, that you don't need to show every detail of the claw, you know. When you view an animal from afar, just only hints are enough. Okay, very, very soothing and relaxing. Yes. Okay, so now the back part, I'm just gonna shade this a little, just so that it has more volume. And just like this, you know, it's a more filthy, ragged creature. It's bigger than a racehorse, so, you know, you gotta give it a little bulk. Okay, here's another pet peeve I have. So this tailbone goes like this, okay? And most people just follow it like this. In the 90s, they gave them this kind of weird David Bowie-like code piece that no animal has. I think there was a lot of fat around this whole structure, to be honest. On the other hand, there are fossils with imprints of these like butt bones, so we gotta be a bit conservative as well. So I kind of stay close to it, but then after it, I just put in a whole hefty load of extra junk. Burly. Okay, now let's go to our layers, switch it off. Here we are. It's taken shape. Chilantaisaurus kun. Okay, now we're going in with the smaller details by setting this to 1 or maybe 2. Yeah. And now I'm gonna make this even more transparent because I don't want to be constrained by it. So I just give it, oh no, wrong layer. That's a big mistake. So I go to my lines layer. Okay, just up, down, just give it a sort of a hint of shadows or fur. I don't know, but the tension is kind of intriguing. Bless you. That's my wife sneezing back there. The whole simping for animating was a joke. I'm happily married, guys. I'm 36, can you believe it? Still drawing dinosaurs. I mean, the child me must be proud. Okay. Alright. Now let's set this to 1 and do some face jobs. Okay. This is just shading, obviously, just to give it a bit more detail. And of course, takes a bit of practice, but once you do it, it becomes easy. Just don't be afraid to mess about, you know, that's the thing. Make a mess. Nature is messy. The trick to good art is not cleanliness, it's staying consistent. Oh, I made a mistake. History. Undo. Okay. I want to erase this lightly. Get to 3. Huh. I don't like this bit either. Okay, I guess. Okay. Okay, so the dewlap, I want it to be darker than the rest of the animals, so up, down, up, down, up, down. Chat, 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 chat. And also okay, or you see, this line doesn't look too good. Just gonna clean it. Set back to 2. Line thickness 1 was a bit iffy. It's only good for face details and smaller things. Okay, let's do more fingernail detailing here. Chat, 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 chat. So we kind of get the sense that it's scaly. And also this. Okay, not bad. Not perfect, not bad. Was that the line from Chernobyl? Ah, that was a good show. Okay, let's add some more filth and ankle lines. And I just like doing this kind of boot scale thing on the feet, even though in actuality texture may have been quite different. I mean, did you ever see an ostrich foot? Those things are bizarre. Chat. Give it a little shine. Yeah, give this a little shine. Okay, and also on the bottom pads of the foot, I just add a lot of dots to suggest just pock marks and just the kind of like toe pad texture, you know. Don't mind. Undo. Okay. Also let's make this a bit more thicker. Chat. Oh, what? Wrong tool. I never used this tool in my life. What does it even do? It's a mystery tool. Oh, is that the... What's this thing? I'm curious now. It's that tool. It's the path tool, I guess. You know, there are these Photoshop people who just need to trace every edge. Anyways. Okay, zoom out. We spent a bit of extra time on the foot, but I think it was worth it. Also make it like this. Chat. Wow, really good. Now, okay, wait, let's do the tail detailing too. Okay. Actually, there's an easy way to do this. I'm going to show you. Just close off all the lines. Go to the magic wand tool. Make sure it's contiguous, so it's one edge. And this thing is switched off. I hate this. If you select with this, the selection actually has little weird overlapping edges, and it doesn't work, believe me. Okay. Close off plug all the gaps. Also add some more filth. Our eyes can really tell a lot from lines. And even the little grainy things we place, you know, we have a propensity to see it as a part of a greater hidden detail. Let's do some, yeah. Okay, go to our magic wand tool now, select, okay, good. Now it's selected everything outside. So that means we've left no gaps. Invert selection, I'm going to do this by hand once. I have a shortcut for it. So now we select everything inside. Okay, cool. And now we can chat. Now I don't have to worry about it spilling outside, you know, and I can do things like this. Chat. Okay, that's too much chat here. I'm just gonna, Okay. Kakoi! It's looking very nice. Yeah. All right. What else do we need? Maybe this. Okay, let's add some more stuff at the back of the, you know, where the hind leg joins the tail. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I can also suggest the kind of curve of the side of the top of the ribs by adding this line. but not too much. Just erase little bits along it so it looks more natural. What's your favorite anime? Write it in the comments and I'll respond. You know, it looks really nice and doesn't look anything like an anime yet. Okay, now we can completely block off the skeletal layer. In fact, you know what? Chat! I've deleted it. I don't need you. What we can do... Okay, one more detail. I swear. Have you ever looked at an ostrich? Their legs have these pimples. Like, not even... kind of like pimples, buttons, or warts. You know? And I'm just going to give mine. Take care, honey. My wife is leaving home for a task. And of course, going out in this day and age, especially when you're unvaccinated, it's like gamble it all. But she'll be safe. Okay. Really nice. Really, really nice. It looks like it has some weight and it's not screaming or running about like a wild animal or a trope dragon. Alright, let's add some more filth here. Okay. Add some more. Okay, so you see this bit looks too flat. So now I'm gonna be detailing it just a little like this. Good. Okay. Now let's actually flip this. Select all, flip. Oh no. Oh I've been drawing on the background layer. But that's why I've been using this bright red color. You know, I just go zoom in, get my magic wand tool, deselect contiguous, and select the red shiny bits only. And then select, edit, cut, turn my line layer back on, and paste. But no, undo, paste in place. So it pastes them in the exact same place I've ripped them out of. So now we have two layers. We have got these guys and the main lines. Just select them both, Command E, bam! Lines back again. Okay, now we can select all, flip horizontal. And you see all my lines have been flipped. Why am I doing this, you may ask? Because sometimes when you work in a certain angle, you might overlook certain things. For example, the shading really needs some extra work here. And maybe we should give this tail a slight bend so it doesn't look too flat. Whatever that means. It needs a bit more filth here. Okay, head looks cool. This error is actually quite cool, so I'm gonna leave it. Maybe not. Okay, some more stuff here. Okay, the lower jaw looks too bright. Set to 1 again. Oh no, that's not 1. Set to 1 again. Okay, let's give this shade so that the overhang looks visible. Also give it some pimples. I actually believe most large theropods had whiskers like this. Ostriches have whiskers. Even flying birds have whiskers. So let's give it some. Yeah. Maybe this is too long, so I'm just going to delete it. Let's give it a shave. Bzzz. Chilantaisaurus kun. Okay. Wow, looks really nice. I'm sure I'll look back at it 10 years later and cringe. Okay, so now we're almost done with the main lines of our image. Slightly more, okay. I'm doing this so that it's obvious that the arm is kind of hanging below. Also give it some hairy legs. Also give it some like butt hair. Okay. Yeah, proper filthy beast right here. Except I also want to do this to kind of hint at feather-like growths. All right. So this is almost the end of part 2, except for this thing. You see, this is too curvy. So I'm going to go back to 2 again. Just do it. Okay. Ooh, that's too thick. Good. And then you also go back to 2. Still a bit iffy. Okay. Well, good enough for government work, or as the French would say, bon pour l'Orient, good enough for the East. And still, since we're broadcasting from Istanbul, it's good enough for government work. Now I've turned everything to black, and this is the end of part 2. This is what we're going to be working with for the next, and I think the most exciting part, screen toning. And this is when it's really gonna look like manga. I'm just gonna add some more details, like duplicate the limbs and all that, but we're gonna be continuing with this bad boy in part 3. Please like, subscribe, and also consider donating me on patreon.com. See you in a bit.